My long-term vision for Salemtown Board Co. is to provide jobs for people who need jobs. As we got started, very quickly the idea went from, hey, we could start a company, to, hey, we can start a company and do good and do what it is that we're trying to do in the neighborhood where we live, which was, how do we be able to form any sort of meaningful relationships with the young men that we see in our neighborhood. I really believe that, I don't think that there is a better context for those relationships to be cultivated and for mentorship to happen than the context of small business. And I'm hoping that other people will see what I'm doing and be inspired to also have businesses that are good for Nashville. And I think that's our big picture goal, is to be good for the city. The guys that we work with are guys that we knew. They were our neighbors. Because we were already trying to be involved in these young men's lives, it wasn't like we were just walking up to random kids that we didn't know and saying, hey, do you want a job? I want to help you. Our first employee, his name is Smith. He is a guy who has grown up in the Salemtown neighborhood. The Salemtown neighborhood has changed drastically over the course of the last 5 or 6 years, very rapidly in the course of the past 2 to a year and a half. And so Kendris grew up in an environment where gang life was just part of growing up in Salemtown. He's striving to, like any young man, figure out where his spot is in life and where he fits. And it's fun to see him kind of dream about his future. And he's at a place in life where, with graduating from high school, he's realizing that there are options that are available to him that he never realized were options. But our goal is something bigger than the bottom line. And so long term, I'd like to see Salemtown Board Co. grow to the point where as many young men and young women in this neighborhood, or over in Buena Vista or Hope Gardens or in the Cheatham Place housing projects, as many young people as I meet that say, hey, you're the skateboard guy, can I have a job? I would love to be able to say yes.